Oh, it's not Black Forest. They changed it in game. Well, good for us. It is Arabia. 3v3. I'd say it's a free pick of Civs, but we'll see. Let's take a look for a Berserker's VIK team, who are on the right side here. Top flank for them is Warrior, playing as Mongols, and in blue, pocket being Winchester, my pocket, and the other flank being Levyhead most likely. We're here, yellow, playing as Huns. So Mayans, Huns, Mongols. I think this might actually be a pre-selected civs, because I've casted a few RTS games, and every time there's been an Arabia, it's always these three civs. So Han, Maya, Mongol are the civs, and VIK team is having Maya pocket, which is bad in the case that you can't bring the knights. For kLu team, on the right side flank, playing as Mayans, and in red is Winds. Pocket in grey, Harry Styles, playing as Huns, and to the left side, playing in green as Mongols, is Yoshiki. Definitely better pocket civ for the kLu clan, being able to get the knights, and Han, fully upgradable knight line. Really good pocket civ in Arabia. Probably gonna see flying Strashin and pocket boom into castle, the first knights, most likely. It's hard to tell which team is has better players. I know kLu has some about 2k rated players, whereas these VIK guys are like 1800. Well, Lavi is a girl, so he being a she. I think this is certainly good news for him. Sorry for her, to be playing Arabia instead of Black Forest. I know Nadia doesn't like Black Forest one bit. Almost losing scout already this early. That would have been a bad. He's playing versus Mongol. Yoshiki here on the left side. So Han Mongol matchup on this side, and on the other side it's Maya Mongol. So both teams are having Mongol flanks. Mongols are it's a good flank civ. You can up earlier than other civs, especially if you get some deers on top of these boars, and usually scouts are a viable option, but I'd say people will, the Mongol players will go scouts, though this for warrior this map is pretty bad, really open from the front. The good thing for him is that his main gold pin in the back, right next to the lumber, so this area is pretty important for him. He's playing against Mayans, so he will be countering. He will encounter archers later on, but like I said, barracks coming up for wines already, so he's gonna trash. And why not? The map is really open for his opposing flanks, so he can get some nice harassment done. Yellow is a bit hard for me at least see here, so if it takes a while for me to look where he or she is, then I apologize. I wonder if Winchester being Mayan pocket will... oh yeah, he's going for the stone already. He will try to get the castle up as soon as possible to get the plums out as early as possible. Plums been a really good castle age unit. One of the few castle age units that can actually deal good with the Han cavalry archers and keep up with them. Though I don't think we're gonna see any cavalry archers from Harry. Maybe from Lavi here being flanked, but remains to be seen. As you can see from the title, this matchup is part of RTS League. There will be 2 matches, 2 team games, regardless of the result of the first map. Each team playing their home maps. So this might actually be VIK team home map, because in the room the kLu guys said that they would play Black Forest, so this might be Berserker clan home map. Berserker being these VIK guys, Russians and Lavi from Belarus. Yeah, scouts from Lavi here. Same for Yoshi. Yoshi got some free hits right there. Wines needs to be careful not to lose his eagle. I'm sure Warrior will try to target the eagle warrior. Doesn't seem to be the case, sadly. He really should target the eagle. Losing a scout is really... well, it really hurts early on. Warrior, the other Mongol, going archers and not scouts. But to be honest, I think it was a bit late for scouts, and he knows he will be facing Mayan and archers, so he can't really do too good with just scouts, and that range is a big factor. Oh, this is close. Good harassment by Weinster. He might be slightly ahead. Warrior? Well, he will probably go castle before Warrior, since often when you rush you go straight to castle almost. You kinda skip the feudal edge. Wine's already walling here. His map is so much easier to wall than Warriors. On the left side, Lavi and Yoshi are having the scouts fight. But Yoshi is pretty well protected, using the buildings as wallings, directing all paths via next to the TC. So I don't think Lavi will take the risk of losing too much HP to the TC. Neither player has the upgrades. Standard feudal age scouts for now. Pretty obvious that they don't have the upgrades, since they don't have the blacksmith. Oh, this is really bad gold for Yoshi. This Lavi can insult insult. Well, harass this gold. Harass this gold so easily. That is why Yoshi chose to tower it. Yeah, some good delaying by the scouts here for Pocket. Really good job. Oh yeah, this is really good job by the scouts. Delaying that castle going up and thus delaying the plums. This is the weakness of having Mesoceros Pocket, because you can't go knights. You have to, in my case, you have to kind of build the castle to be of any use in Castle Age. Because crossbows are too slow to make as a pocket. Okay, one village down. Really good job by Yoshi here, and no doubt Harry is already pumping knights. Yeah, double stable knights. First knights are out. Looks like they might be going for levy space. That seems to be the case. Very exposed here. Those knights can hurt bad. They can do some really good damage. I wonder how is Winchester's economy now. Yeah, he's 29 pop in Castle Age. This has delayed him quite severely. Trying to rush this castle up. And he just got it up. That castle rail saved him. Without that castle he could have been pretty dead. The one previous game I casted was a pretty similar scenario. Maya Pocket. He couldn't get his castle up and he ended up being raided by flank scouts and pocket knights from the opposing team, and he was really dead. That is why Maya would be better as a flank. Yep, they went for Flavi space here. Flavi doing a good job by adding some spears to defend. As you can see, her map is really open from here, and the wood is pretty exposed. Harry is having a lot of knights already. A lot of knights. 9 knights can easily kill the army from Nadia, for example. 3 TCs up and running, whereas the other pocket is only having 2. This is, well, the knights are really low HP, almost every one of them. And this can hurt. Okay, 1 down. 2 down. 3 down, 4 down. That was a good engagement by Lavida. Those spears really did their job. Winchester really should wait a bit of a mass of these plums before sending them. Okay, well, he's obviously set the gather point here, but still, he's starting to have a decent mass of plums here.
Shot it.
Oh, Winchester getting housed at 60 pop here. It's never good getting housed. And forced to wheelbarrow because getting housed. Where's oh, there's the other plums. Some garrisoned inside a castle. Bodkin and fletching done. Expected. So the plums are fully upgraded apart from the armors. Lavi seems to be safe for now. He's starting to have a decent army here. Adding those carriages makes sense, since Huns are having such cheap carriages costing the same as other civs. Archers cost despite Maya, which has cheaper archers. On the other side, the players seem to have fully walled pretty much. Warrior, the Mongol player 4. Warrior, the Mongol player 4. VIK team, 52 population, quite a big army of crossbows, with Bodkin and fletching obviously. 3 TCs. He's under a bit of harassment here by Wine's crossbows. Right side is pretty much walled and the left side is rather open, so the most of the action has been happening on the left side. Some good shots by Red's crossbows there. Oh, these knights needs to go back. He doesn't want to sacrifice them for nothing. He can't do any damage here at the moment. There's 2 big armies. Yoshi is gonna get outnumbered here pretty badly, especially if these plums join the fight. Warrior going for the stone wall. This is a bit like Vietnamese style here. But then again, he's Mongol. Might be a good choice to stone wall and just try to boom imp as fast as possible. And build a good eco to get those mango dice flown. Once he gets, if he gets critical mass of mango die, and Mongol in full power can be so dangerous. Whereas Blue Team Mongol seems to have a bit of a tough time here. Well, he's good placement for ranges to protect the gold also. They're really close to each other on this flank, so battles are unavoidable. Winchester is starting to have quite a nice amount of plums. He should try to go and raid some. These plums are pretty much useless if he just patrols. Oh, well, like I said, he should raid. The enemy is raiding his base, whereas he's just sitting on a hill. So definitely, Blue Team did the right choice here. Crossbows can't kill the plumes though. One on one, only if they outmass them. Plums are faster, they have more HP, more armor. Four stables for the Hun player here. Let's take a look at his eco in just a moment. Almost fully upgraded Castle Age Knights. Only missing the second attack. Blast furnace, it's called, I think. We'll get some... Oh yeah. That's a lot of knights. That's a lot of knights. That's the problem with plums, they're such a cheap and strong unit, but they need to be massed in order to have any effect, and this amount of knights will kill these plums quite easily, especially if the plums are in the open, or any archer for that matter. But yeah, as I promised, okay, Winchester is adding his second castle. You obviously, as Maya, you want to have multiple castles to pump those plums out as fast as possible. And as I promised, let's take a look at Harry Styles' eco. 130 population, 26 knights, so about 100 villages. Looking pretty damn good for him at the moment. He has been unharassed pretty much all game, and that's bad for Team VIK because even though hunts are not the best late game civ, but if you up a few minutes earlier than your enemies and you got a good eco, you can just pump those. He will go paladins, which is the obvious choice as a pocket, and Han being having the only civ with the paladins fully upgradable, he will go paladin line. So if he masses enough paladins or even cavaliers, which they're gonna probably stay for a while, he can pretty much ignore the TC fire and just raid the economy of a chosen player. If you take a look at the scores, he's the top scorer by a mile. He's done some nice raiding, while his eco has been pretty much untouched. I think player 6 here, Purple Winchester, have been playing a bit too passive. He should have tried to raid a bit more. Winchester has clicked up to Imperial Age. He might be... well, he's not the first. I beg your pardon. Wines, the other Maya player, is already on Imperial, 120 pop, but he has the resource. I wonder if he's going Eagle. No, he's not going Eagles. Well, he can make quite a lot of plums, because plums being a cheap unit. I'd expect some rams as well. Let's quickly switch over to warrior point of view to see how big of trouble he's in. Okay, he's halfway to Imperial. He's halfway to Imperial, but he has absolutely no army. This is his army, and that's not gonna be enough. He's in big trouble. He's in really big trouble. And here, Nadia's kLu is holding pretty good, but he's gonna lose this fight. She needs to GB plums from Winchester, but they seem to ignore that their arguably best late game civ player, Mongol, is dying here. 4 castles by Wines here. In this case, why not? But usually, if you depend on your unique unit, you might want to build your castles to your base surrounding your eco. Because if you lose your castles and you depend on your unique unit. You're useless pretty much. That's pretty much the case with Mongols. Late game, if you lose the castles, you're pretty useless for a team. Mongol without Manga dice is pretty weak. This looks really bad for Warrior. He would need help. He would have needed help a few minutes ago, but this is a problem. That's a lot of plums by Winchester, but the problem is he seems to be the only one with an army here. So I don't wanna call it too early, but this looks like a game for kLu. 156 population for wines. So about 120 villages. For warrior, 88 population and no army. Okay, he's going for the Onager line. He really needs to make those shots count, and he should really get the siege Onager, but he can't afford it. My plums are pretty resistant for Onager fire, having this huge 65 HP for an archer is a lot. And yeah, there's the cavaliers. This is, I'd say, almost twice as many units as this what Grey has, but they're in the open, so, and 6 PS armor means 1 plum deals like 3 damage per 1 shot, so it takes quite a lot of shots to kill one, and when you have 30, it's really bad. But plums are fast units, so they can easily run away and make hit and run attacks. Having said that, the Maya for kLu team starts to have big army himself, and Warrior's in real trouble. His eco is non-existent. The only thing he has is gold, but he can use the gold for anything. I think this game is pretty over. Nadia, aka Lavi, also really low in resource, stuck in Castle Age. And Yoshiki, the Mongol for the kLu team, Imperial, choosing to go Arbalest Skirmix. Having only 1 castle, so massing those Mangudais would be slow. And Mangudai needs a lot of upgrades to be a good unit, so it takes a bit time. So yeah, he's not in any hurry, because as you can see, blue is dead here, desperately fixing the Onager. I think this scenario tells you everything you need to know about the current situation. Red wasn't too bothered to micro his plums away. He just let some 10 plums die because he can afford it at the moment. Three castles pumping plums constantly. Fully upgraded as well. There it comes, GG called by VIK team. Oh. So, that was the first game.